What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to create a negative offset value for your electrical symbol. So as you can see in this model, I already have this 3D model. So let's say for example, this is the electrical fixture that I would like to place in my project. So I'm creating the electrical fixture family here. So it's a very simple model. It's just a rectangular extrusion. Okay, so nothing fancy about that, but for this video I'm gonna show you how to create a parameter that will allows the symbol of your electrical fixture moves with a negative value. Okay, so I already created a video earlier wherein I'm showing how to create the offset parameter that will allows you to move your symbol left and right and up and down, but it doesn't allows you to put a negative value, like for example negative 100, negative 200, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I got this idea from a fellow Revit user and YouTuber as well. So I got this idea from Binhe's Revit study channel. Okay, in one of his video he showed how to create a negative offset value on the horizontal, okay, left and right. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to create negative offset horizontal and vertical. Okay, so again, big shout out to Binhe because I got this idea from him. Okay, so let's get this thing started. So I'm going to create the symbol that I would like. So let's create a new family, just an annotation symbol, generic annotation, and then let's delete this. We don't need that text. All right, so let's create line, just a circle with a diameter or radius of 1. Okay, and then let me just move this up. Okay, nothing fancy. It's a very simple and basic symbol for your electrical. So let's just put that. Okay, so for example, something like that. So let me just save this symbol. I'll just call this symbol. And then select save here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to load this inside the family that I'm working on. So load into project, and I'm just gonna put it here. There you go. By the way, this family is just an electrical fixture wall hosted family. If you don't know what's that, so you just go to the file, select new family, and then I'll just selected metric electrical fixture wall base. So that's the one. Okay, and then after that you now create the 3D model. So this side here is the placement side. All right, now so what I'm gonna do is let me just change the visibility of this 3D model when placed inside the project. So I'm gonna select the 3D and then change the visibility settings. I want that to display in 3D views, but I don't want to see that on the plan view and reflected ceiling plan. The rest, I want to see that. So I'm going to select here OK. Because in the plan view or RCP, I only want to see the symbol. Okay, not this one. Right. So let's proceed on creating now our parameter. Okay, so I'm going to select reference plane. I'm going to put one here. All right. Okay. And then I'm just going to put here a distance of, so let's say 2 meters or 2000 millimeters. Okay, so that's it. So this reference plane that I just created, this will serve as the maximum value that you can put into your parameter with a negative value. So this is 2000. So the maximum value that you can type is negative 2000. So if you want more, so you can just adjust this farther. So if you want that to make 5000, then you just move this with a 5000 distance from this reference plane or from this family here. But for now, the limit is just 2000. Okay, and then after that, we're going to put a dimension here, align dimension. Let's click first the reference plane, and then we need to select the vertical line from the symbol. So that's why, not that one, because that's a reference plane. You need to press tab once until it shows that generic symbol or generic annotation symbol weak reference. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to place now the dimension here. Okay, and then I'll just select your modify, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a parameter from this dimension. So let's click that, click create parameter. Let's call this, since this is x-axis, I'll just call it x. Okay, and then put it on the instance parameter, and I'll just group it under other parameter, and then select OK. That's it. And let's try this one out. So let's go to the family types. Let's change the value. So let's say 2000. Apply. There you go. So how about 2100? Apply. And it's working. Okay. So our parameter is working. So I'll just put it in 2000. Apply. Right. So it's working just fine. Okay, so I'm going to select now here OK, and let me just put this, let me align, if I can align this here, that one. So basically the limit now is 2035. Okay, now the next thing that you need to do, you need to create another parameter here. So now that our parameter here is working, so let's create another parameter, which is what we're going to use for our exercise later on after we load this inside the project. So let's create a new parameter. I will call this offset along wall. And then I'm going to copy this because I'm going to create a formula out of this parameter. So I'm going to copy that, put it on the instance, and then other parameter. And then OK. And here, I want to create a formula. So 2035 plus the parameter that we created. And then I'll just select your apply. There you go. Okay. So the X is 2035 because our offset along wall value is 0. So I'm going to select apply here. Now, so let's try out if this one is working. So I'm going to put here 1000. And then I apply, and as you can see, it's working, right? So how about negative value? So minus 500, then apply, and it's working. So this is the parameter that we will be using. Okay, so how about minus 1500, apply. So as you can see, it's working. So it's 1500 from this reference plane here. So that's the value. So let me just put this again to 0 to put it at the center. There you go. So our x-axis is now working. So we can put a positive value and negative value for the offset. So let's select now OK. So let's create the vertical one, the y-axis. So same procedure. I'm going to create a reference plane. I'm going to put it here on the negative side. So I'm going to put one here, put one here. Okay. And what's the distance here? Okay, I just want this to be 2000. Okay, now let's create dimension just like what we did here. So let's create align dimension. Let's click again first the reference plane, and then for the bottom, because we cannot select the horizontal center line of your symbol, but it's here at the bottom. Okay, not that one, not the extrusion. So again, you press tab to cycle the selection. So press tab once. You look here at your status bar. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pointer. So not that one. So press tab. Not that one because it says wall. Okay, tab again. Not that one because it says reference planes. Tab again. That's the one that we're looking for. So generic annotation symbol weak reference. So you just click. All right, and then let's put it here. Okay, so that's our default value, 2075. Again, let's create a parameter. Click that, new parameter. Let's call this y, that is on y-axis. Instance, change this. Let us just put that under other. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's try that one out. So family types. So let's check our y if it is working. So I'm gonna type 1000. Apply. So it's working. About 3000. So it's working. Okay. So what's that value again? Is it 2075? The default? Apply. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to create another parameter just like what we did in our X. So we're going to create new parameter. I will call this offset from wall, because this is movement up and down from the wall. So instance parameter group will gonna be other again. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot to copy this. Let me just copy that because I'll be using that as a formula here. So 2075 plus the parameter, no space. There you go. So offset from wall and then apply. All right, so let us now try. So offset from wall. So I want, let's say 1000. Apply. There you go. So about 500. Apply. There you go. So how about minus value? Minus 1000. Apply. And it's working. So minus 1500. Apply. So it's working. So I'll just put it again on 0 to put it at the center. There you go. So it's now working just fine. Okay. Now the next thing that we're going to do, let's try this one out in the project. So let's create a project here. New electrical template. Okay. All right. So our family is electrical fixture. So currently we are on 0 dash lighting. So we will not be able to see that by default on this lighting plan. So let's go to the power plan. And let's create our wall, because that is a wall hosted family. Let me just create this wall. All right, so let's create here. There you go. Modify, and let's put a door. Let's load. Let's load here a sliding door. Open. Okay. And then let's place one here. All right, and then let's put now the switch. Let's load it. So let's go back here to our family. Let's save this family first. This is our electrical fixture, or whatever name that you would like for this. So electrical fixture. And then let's load this inside the project. Load that to our project. Okay. And there you go. So this is a wall hosted family. That's why you need to hover your pointer to the wall. Okay, so let's place it. Let's say here. And then I'm going to put another one here. There you go. Okay. So in the 3D view, so let's check this one out in 3D view. That's the one in the 3D view. So as you can see, it's too far. So I'm going to select that and move. Like this. Now, if you're going back to the floor plan, so here comes the problem. So they are now overlapping, right? So that's why what we are going to do is we're going to use now the offset parameter. Okay. So let's click one and then a long wall. So I'm going to put here a minus value, this one. So let's try out minus value, minus 10. There you go. So it's working, right? So minus 100. So it's working. So minus 150. There you go. So that's what we needed. So about this one. This one, positive, a long wall. So let's say 50. There you go. So they are still overlapping. So about 75. There you go. All right, so 100. No, 120. There you go. Okay, and then let's try out up and down. Okay, so let's select both along wall. This one from wall. Let's say 1,000 from the wall. There you go. So it's working. How about minus value? So minus 1,000. Apply. So it's working. So it's only the symbol that is moving. If you go to the 3D view, it's still there in the place. Okay, let me change the discipline to coordination and shaded it. So as you can see, it's still on that place. It's only the symbol that is moving, which is what we needed. So because sometimes it happens that your switches or fixtures are stacked when placed in the project, right? Something like this. So that's where you need the parameter offset from wall. So let's select this to here, and let's change these to 0 again. Apply. Okay, and I want this power, so I want that to offset up from wall. So I'm gonna make this 0, but I want offset from wall of 200. Apply. Okay, what's this? 0. Okay, and then this one 250, something like that. Okay, just for us to be able to show it to our client that there are switch that is placed stack. That's why the symbol is like this, and the 3D is here. Okay, so that's it. All right, so hopefully you learned something from this video on how to create a negative offset value for your electrical symbol. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.